And so let's go RX 53. Oh, SEP 293. And there is an issue. Looks like it used to be RX 56, but we have changed it to RX 51. So we will go back to Cortex, and let's go ahead and update that vehicle to RX 53, and then now hit save. There we go. All right. So now that we have RX 53 in there, we can check off this item on the Asana checklist. And then we're going to go to DSP Workplace. We're going to add the vehicle details and a status. Here we are. And we will go to RX 51. And, oh no, it'll be SEP 293. And we're going to edit the vehicle details and change that to RX 53. SEP 293 XL. It is inactive. We're going to go ahead and leave it inactive for right now. And then you can upload a rental contract right here. You can put that reservation document right inside of there, and then hit save. Okay. Now we have this vehicle as inactive in DSP Workplace, and that needs to mirror what we have here. So RX 51 SEP 293 is currently inactive, and we could put a little note in checking. New vehicle, long-term rental replacement. Bam. There we go. So we keep that unchecked because in the morning when we do the sanity check, we make sure this page, this daily planner, fleet planner, is accurate. And then we make sure that the DSP Workplace instance of the vehicle detail is active, and also on Cortex the vehicle is active during our sanity check. So we want to make sure they mirror for right now. So because this is inactive, we are also making it inactive right here. That'll give us a note for in the morning to uncheck it once we acquire this vehicle. So DSP Workplace, the vehicle details are entered, and it is in our vehicle list. Then next step is to pick up the vehicle. Well, we can't do that. Can't take pictures. We can create an envelope sticker, and I can do that on the iPrint and Label app for you. And also, most of this stuff can be done in the morning. So we've done the primary task of getting the paperwork part of the vehicle rental into the systems so that in the morning, they're just doing these tasks. The physical picking up of the vehicle doesn't take that long. No stress, right? So now that we've got that one done, I will do one more, and we will see how this one goes. So we go to upcoming. We've already done SEP 293. Let's do SEP 214. And we're going to download this receipt, and then we are going to click on it to unzip it. And all right, so SEP 214 we said was RX 53. And oh, I've made a mistake. Oh no. SEP 293 is RX 51. Shoot. That's easy to make a mistake, but that's why we audit. So RX 51 and save. And then, boy, that messed it up in multiple places, and I got to go fix that. Oh no. So SEP 293, let me fix that before we go back to RX 51, SEP 293. That is accurate. Let's just make sure in Cortex it is not. I remember I made that mistake. You probably caught it if you were paying attention. All right, so we've got that correct in Cortex. We've got it correct in DSP Workplace, and we have it correct in the Asana task, and we have it correct in the daily planner. So all these systems are cross-checking our inventory is accurate. And let's go back to SEP 214 that we were working on, and then go to our reservation for SEP 214 and make sure we name it with the filing convention. And then we add another in-check new vehicle checklist. And while we're at it, why don't we add the other 4? In-check new vehicle checklist. In-check new vehicle checklist. Let's just double check here how many total we need. That is going to be upcoming. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have 6. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 6. Perfect. We can name these while we're at it. So we have SEP 293, and then we have the SEP 214. Just like this. So we're going to paste it over there. And then let's go with 54. And it doesn't matter the order. They rearrange when you sort by date. And you'll be going multiple screens, so it'll refresh and be down at today at 9 a.m. before you know it. And so 53, 54, 55, and 56. Right there. And 57. All right. All right, and we'll make sure this one is today as well. There we go. All right. So we've got all those checklists going. We're on SEP 214, so let's go ahead and launch that one. And over here, it wants the VIN number, odometer, obtain rental agreement. Okay, that's where everything starts. So we've got that rental agreement, and here it is. I'm going to drag it and drop it right in here. And it attaches, so we are good. We're going to add it to the daily planner. We already did that. It's right here. And then we got to add this vehicle to Cortex Fleet. Let's check SEP 214 to see if it's in there. So let's go with that SEP 214 and make it set inactive. There we go. And this one was RX55 last time. Let's go ahead and update that to RX53. And save. And now we can make this vehicle active. And active. And rental start date should be till then. And choose file. And we got RX53 right there. Open it. And we are going to update. So vehicle's active in Cortex. And then next, we're going to go over to DSP Workplace and make sure the vehicle's in there. So this was SEP 214, right? And filter and apply. No, search, filter. Let's go archived and apply. Okay, so we might have a bam. Still didn't. Oh, not 293, it's up 214. There it is. It is inactive, and we're gonna make it stay inactive, but we are gonna change the name. It is now RX53. And this is the number that an archived van will have at the end of it. It's actually a date, 2024-0508, May 8th. We're just going to delete that part off and change it back to XL for the schedulers, and then upload that rental contract right there RX 53. And hit save. All right, that part's done. And then pick up or receive the vehicle. It looks like we're about as far as we can go with this one.